Last session, we talked about what the temperaments are not. They're not a label that you slap on somebody. They're actually a way that we're made in the image and likeness of God Himself. And this session, we're going to be talking about the 4 different temperaments. 2 are naturally extroverted and 2 are naturally introverted. And I'm going to share with you their deepest emotional needs. Let's talk now about the 2 natural extroverts. The first one is the sanguine. A sanguine is outgoing, fun, silly, lively, very optimistic. They're the life of the party. They're often childlike in their attitude. They love to go to Disneyland. They like to be silly and tell jokes, and it's natural. It's their automatic response. This is like their default before they even stop and think. And sometimes that can get them into trouble. But they are light and sparkly and quick to forgive, and they really just want to love everybody. The deepest emotional need of the sanguine is attention and affection. They want to be loved and they want to be seen and they want to be affirmed. They're very affectionate and they give affection and receive affection. The other natural extrovert is the choleric. Like the sanguine, the choleric is very outgoing, very friendly, very people-oriented, high energy, very optimistic, but there's a difference. Where the sanguine's main goal is to love everybody and have fun, the choleric's main goal is to get the job done. They're very task-oriented. They see the big picture in life and they can direct everybody else and move them around like pieces on the chessboard, and they like to work. They produce. They're fearless, they're bold, they're in your face sometimes. They are very natural problem solvers. They just kind of move through life taking care of business. They're natural born leaders. The melancholy is a natural introvert, and they are deep, serious, purposeful, passionate, very loving to the death. They will give their life for you. They're the first one to go to the cross. They're not light and fluffy like the opposite sanguine. They are genius prone, and they're inventive and creative and dramatic, and they're the great artists of the world, the great geniuses. They're engineers. They don't forget, and sometimes they have trouble with forgiving as well. They hang on to things for a long time. The natural melancholy holds things close to the chest and safeguards what is most important. The other natural introvert is the peaceful phlegmatic. The phlegmatic is stable, steady, calm, reliable, dependable, easygoing. One of their greatest strengths is flexibility. They can be whatever is necessary for the moment. They like to help people. They're very supportive. A lot of nurses and other support professions are peaceful phlegmatics. You know, they're the ones that pour you your coffee and carry your purse, and like my husband, when I'm screaming and out of control, he calms things down naturally. They're not task-oriented and high energy and moving like the opposite choleric. Their deepest emotional need is peace and quiet and lack of conflict. They want to be respected for who they are, not necessarily for what they do, because they don't do as much as the cholerics or other people who have higher energy, but they have just as much value and they expect to be respected for that. In a nutshell, we have 4 different temperaments, 2 of which are similar to each other, but they're all different and complementary, and that's the key. God made us to complement each other. None of us is perfectly complete in ourselves.